Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. The Department of Education and the Armed Forces of the Philippines commended their respective frontliner personnel for their contributions toward the success of the May 12 midterm elections. In a statement, Education Secretary Sonny Angara lauded public school teachers, non-teaching staff, and other poll watchers for their commitment to ensure the safe and orderly conduct of the polls nationwide. Angara said they are not just public servants, but also frontliners of democracy and teammates in achieving the vision of Bagong Pilipinas. More than 660,000 DepEd personnel served in Monday's midterm polls. Meanwhile, AFP Chief General Romeo Brawner Jr. thanked all military personnel for doing their best to ensure the success of midterm elections. Brawner said the troops have proven that the AFP remains a steadfast and non-partisan pillar of democracy. He said their unwavering commitment to secure polling places, transport election materials, and protect Filipinos in vulnerable areas has been crucial in ensuring a fair, orderly, and reliable election. The AFP chief also thanked Filipino citizens for giving life to democracy by participating in the elections. He assured that the AFP remains committed to supporting the Commission on Elections, the Philippine National Police, and other agencies in protecting the peace, respecting the people's will, and upholding the rule of law. The Commission on Elections said the automated counting machines used in the May 12 midterm elections performed well despite reports of glitches. The COMELEC noted that only 311 vote counting machines were replaced due to issues in the recent polls, as compared to the almost 2,000 machines that were replaced during the 2022 national elections. COMELEC spokesperson John Rex Lojang said the poll body distributed 16,000 contingency machines to replace those that may have issues. He noted that using brand new machines does not guarantee that there would be no problems. Meanwhile, election watchdog Lente, or Legal Network for Truthful Elections, seconded COMELEC's assessment that the automated counting machines performed well in the elections. The group also hailed the contingency plans put into place, as it acknowledged that the performance of the equipment could not be 100% perfect. On the other hand, South Korean firm Midu Systems Incorporated, which provided a vote counting machine, said the conduct of elections was favorable despite minimal issues. In a statement, Midu said the elections were using PWD-friendly machines that process data faster and significantly reducing incidents of paper jamming. It said that uninterrupted voting and a more seamless experience for voters have now become standard hallmarks of elections in the Philippines. The Philippine National Police has recorded 46 validated election-related incidents from the start of the election period on January 12 up to Election Day on May 12. As of May 12, law enforcers recorded 3,100 gun ban violators and confiscated 3,190 firearms. They also logged 232 liquor ban violators on May 11 and 12. Meanwhile, 43 cases of vote buying and vote selling were recorded from January 12 to May 12. PNP Public Information Office Chief Colonel Randolph Tuanyo said the number of election-related incidents is lower compared to the 105 incidents logged during October 2023 barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. However, this was higher than the 27 incidents reported in 2022 presidential polls. Tuanyo also noted a few election-related incidents in critical areas such as the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao and Abra. However, these incidents were isolated and there was no failure or postponement of the elections anywhere in the country. Meanwhile, Tuanyo said all PNP units will remain on full alert status as the canvassing and proclamation continue. The Department of Information and Communications Technology is looking into reports of variances in data transmitted during the midterm elections. DICT Secretary Henry Agoda said he has tasked the DICT Cybersecurity Bureau to coordinate with the Commission on Elections and other relevant agencies to verify the technical aspects of the reported variances. Based on initial assessment, there had been duplication of data transmitted for consolidation from the thousands of polling precincts in the country to the servers of the KBP, PPCRV, NAMFREL, the dominant minority party and dominant majority party. The issue was quickly resolved by filtering the data to get accurate information. The DICT clarified that the variances do not affect the official results or the integrity of the elections. It said the public may verify the results through the printed copy of election returns. In our business news, the Philippine Tobacco Institute expressed support for several proposals in the Senate that would help curb illicit tobacco trade. The PTI cited the need to pass measures to strengthen law enforcement and taxation measures. This following the increase in illicit tobacco trade to 18.2% by the end of 2024, as well as the increase in the share of illicit cigarettes from 5.4% in 2020 to 18.2% in 2024. It also noted that the annual revenue losses due to illicit trade alone amount to 52 billion pesos, while legal tax-paid tobacco volumes declines from 69 billion sticks in 2020 to 43.8 billion last year. PTI President Jericho Nograles said the PTA and its members stand with the government in seeking urgent and sustainable solutions to growing threat of illegal trade and the possible damage to fiscal health, the public welfare, and the rule of law. Meanwhile, the European Union is open to accelerating the negotiations for a free trade agreement with the Philippines. EU Ambassador to the Philippines, Massimo Santoro, said that the 27-member bloc is keen in concluding the FTA amid global trade uncertainties, such as the tariff policy of the United States. The potential to fast-track negotiations comes at a time when the Philippines is seeing greater trade preference under the EU's generalized scheme of preferences plus. The GSP Plus is a special incentive that initially offered zero tariffs on 66% of products of all EU tariff lines, but now extended to 80%. Currently, the EU has FTAs with Singapore and Vietnam. Aside from the Philippines, the bloc is also in talks with Thailand and Malaysia. And that's the latest and biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed by the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under the Pna News. I am Stephanie Civiliano. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.